Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Another day in the markets today, another week in the market. Let's kick it off. We got, what are we today? October 7th, 2019. All right, so last week, obviously we saw back-to-back Thursday, Friday, strong bullish moves across the board. SPY ended up closing just shy of 4 points. Obviously continued in after hours, and this morning pre-market, as SPY normally does, it's gapping down. So, look for a reversal, but just obviously stand clear and avoid the storm, as we always say. So, um, we're going to kick it off. Actually, sector-wise, financials took top spot, finally getting killed from the beginning of the week last week, and materials pulled up the rear, but green nonetheless. So it was 11 flashing green going into the close. So we got six. Yeah, we got six on our watch list today. Let's kick it off with Tesla. Tesla obviously found that bottom, pushing up higher. That being said, it pushed up higher on Friday because of the move of the market overall. Is it going to hold this? That's another question. Everybody was thinking that this thing's going to push higher and start to fill this gap. The fact that it pretty much lived around VWAP, didn't really push too much higher going into the close, was the cause for concern. So we're going to need to see that this thing starts to defend this level and be able to push higher. So we're going to be bullish, but we're going to be obviously very, very patient on this one and see if obviously the market's going to push this thing higher. Clearly, the 50-day moving average is holding it up. So if it continues to defend that level, then we will continue to mitigate some risk and push to the upside. Next up, we get NVDA. We like it on the technically. It's just about to put in that ABCD on the hourly, on multiple time frames actually. It's about to test this 183.13 again. Obviously, you've seen it, a little bit of action after hours, pre-market, gap it down with the market, but we think it's going to keep holding up. So that being said, we're going to see if we're going to see put higher prices if it starts to get above this 183.13. See if it can pull back to that level and use that as a support. So we're going to be patient on NVDA, but we anticipate some higher levels, and obviously we have a 188 price target for NVDA. AYI obviously had that gap down on the second and start putting in higher highs and higher lows, defending this 119.25. Now it's trading above that used to be obviously support back in August. So if it can pull back that level and hold, we're definitely going to push this thing and obviously expect it to fill this gap. Next up, we got Facebook. Facebook, just had some shitty news on the weekend. Obviously, PayPal pulled out of their Libra crypto, and obviously not good news. Let's see what the street's going to, decipher with this news and see if they're going to put shares on the market or not. Not too sure. Obviously, it's, pulling off that 200-day moving average, the bounce in between the 50 and the 200. So not 100% sure that the news is going to bring it down, but it's definitely on watch. RNG is going to be crowded today, obviously, with that ridiculous monster move on Friday from the acquisition. It definitely doesn't belong up here. It might not seem that's going to trade in this channel, but we think it'll mitigate. Obviously, probably get stuffed out if it starts to trade to that 169.75 all-time high. If it does, then we look at this 149.08 50% retracement target again. It's going to have to literally seriously live below VWAP because squeeze is going to be out. This is going to be very, very crowded today. So don't get squeezed out. Be patient with it. Shorts are just waiting to step in. Obviously, they're still holding because a lot of guys hopped in here and then cut their losses. So now they're getting squeezed out, hold and see how long they can go. All eyes are going to be on this level. If it pushes and taps this level, you may see a breach, but I don't think it's going to live above that level often, quite long. I think it may breach it. Obviously, pull chasers have a lot of guys cover, and then it's going to fucking reverse back down. So patient on this one, but we're definitely bearish 125% on RNG when the time comes. I'm going to wrap it up at SRPT, kind of same situation. We have a couple targets, one 89.26, waiting for that rejection, and then overall we have that 91.50 that we were waiting for that rejection. So we got two resistance levels. So obviously we're going to see how it's going to dance around the first one. If it holds, we're going to mitigate to the downside. But we think that this thing is just getting blasted. We think it's just a pop to get more shares to dump back on the market. So trade below the 50 and 200 day on the daily, definitely a bearish signals. So we think this thing's pushing lower after it gets stuffed out. Probably going to give up. I'd say maybe a couple more points to the upside. And once it gets exhausted, it's going to reverse hard, in our opinion. So that's what we got, guys. We got our six. And that's it, you know. Be patient. That's what we do. We're just patient traders. We do not hop on board just because it's 9:30. Fuck that. You know, we wait and we wait. You know, the 6.5 hours of trade. You know, we're not looking to go play golf and go fucking swimming and whatever it is. You know, right out of the bat, make some money. Go, nah, we're strategic. What we do. You know what I mean? We make money and that's what we do. So, you know, if you guys have any questions for us, reach out to us. We're here for you. And that's it, guys. Just be patient with price, be patient with your setups, and you know, if you respect your stops, if you're wrong, get out, reevaluate your situation, and then hop back in if you're right. You might just be early. All right, guys. Any questions? Reach out to us. Have a good one.